I'm Simone Haynes and I started Principles in Finance. I'm really passionate about getting people to understand how money works and becoming financially free. I've been fortunate enough to work with some fantastic people in the city within the financial world for nearly 10 years with Barclays, and I've learned some amazing stuff. We offer not only financial education training, entrepreneurship training. I started the company because my nephew went to prison, and basically that made me want to change people's lives. It made me feel scared at first, nervous going into a prison for the first time, especially as perhaps a woman. However, once I was behind the gates, they wanted to understand. They had a basic understanding of how money worked already.
I've seen her in the prison. She doesn't talk down to them, she just tells them how it is. They either accept it and run with it, or they don't. She doesn't try to sort of bluff them and make them think it's easier than it is.
What made Simone a bit different is that she knew where we was coming from, so she knew how to approach us basically.
People that she's talking to in prison, they actually respect her and trust her and realise that she's actually on their side.
The excitement and the passion that you get from making a difference in someone's life, and there's nothing like that feeling, and that's the reason why I actually get out of bed every day. I personally did not come from a rich family. We didn't have a lot of wealth. I grew up in a poor part of London. I don't want somebody to go through the same financial difficulties that I struggled with.
When you tell people about business these days, a lot of people tend to put you down, and Simone didn't really do that. She just gave me more confidence.
Simone has taught me how to manage my money when I'm out in a different country and I've only got €20 to last me 2 days.
She makes you feel comfortable around her and within yourself.
It's not just about the money or looking good. She actually wants to help us. She actually wants to tell us about what we can do.
And she's always smiling for sure. Like, she's never upset about anything.
Simone looks at people with real eyes rather than with the sort of expectations society might assume and hope that they have.
School really wasn't that interesting for me. I just couldn't get with the teaching methods. So when I left school and I went to college, it was a whole different ballgame. I felt like I was being spoken to like an adult. I felt respected in college, and that made me want to learn. They also used very different teaching methods in college as well that were more engaging. I knew that it was all about the teaching methods. That was the first step to really building PIF. When you're going through debt, I can totally relate to the experiences. It's like an emotional upheaval. You can't really sleep. You don't want to answer your phone. And what I really want to show people is that, the average person that comes out of university is £50,000 in debt. Debt is inevitable within today's society.
I was lost every day waking up. It was just random thoughts that was coming in my head. And as I met Simone and coming out and then going to meetings, what I want to achieve, it feels real.
I used to go to competitions and win money and then just spend it straight away.
Money management is not that easy, but it's something you have to work at if you want to have a good life.
It can be very hard to find your way without support, especially from a mentor. People on low incomes don't even think they have a choice to save. They feel they can't. They can. Everyone can save. What we do is we teach you the methods how, and we'll show you and we'll support you in that process.
It's all about small sweet steps. It's all about one little success after another, so they can build and build and build. Make sure you've got your emergency fund. Make sure you're protected.
The difference with PIF is that we are taking people through a journey and we're helping them become debt-free. We're training them how to change their lives and make the right choices. That helps people improve their knowledge around managing their money, debt, finance. We create courses that give them a clear route to showing them how they can increase their income, even help them find jobs.
It's not like a classroom. We have coffee, tea, biscuits, so it's quite fun and you learn different things. You get to meet loads of people.
It's collaborative. It provides people with an approach where it makes it more interesting and engaging. We use many pictures, very interactive methods.
With the education I'm learning, I don't feel like no one can stop me basically. I feel like I can accomplish anything.
It makes me feel that someone cares about us and they're not just going to let us go into debt when we're older.
You wouldn't let someone drive a car without having a pass a driving test. Why would you let someone open bank accounts or start work without some sort of training in personal finance?
What I've learned, I try and pass it on to my friends and my family so they don't go into the situations where they're in debt. It makes me feel happy that I know how to do it.
We've had some really great feedback. We've had people come back to our classroom and they want to speak to the others and say, look, this is what I've done in this is what I've achieved. And it's been so encouraging just to have these people acknowledge what we do and actually acknowledge that we are making a difference. We want to make a difference to more individuals and increase the number of graduates that go through our program. My big vision was that we would work in a number of communities within London. Now my vision is that we want to go global. We want to be working in different countries, helping those that don't have access to mainstream education. I've still got a lot to learn, and every day that I teach or every day that I'm helping the team, I realise that we still have a long way to go, but we're definitely on our journey, and this is something that we're actually going for, and every day that we do a class, we're one step to achieving our dream.